Most of you, I imagine, in this audience tonight, go to church. Most of you have been baptized or you've been confirmed or whatever in your church. But you are not sure that Christ lives in your heart. You're not sure that your sins are forgiven. You're not sure that if you died, you'd go to heaven. If you have a doubt about it, you ought to settle it this very night. You're fleeing from God. Many of us flee by travel. You know, we live on airplanes and that is when the controllers allow us to fly. And we live in hotels or motels. And we see people traveling in airports. Thousands of people. And I just wonder where they're going. Many people are so restless today that they just want to travel from place to place. They can't sit still. We met a couple this summer, my wife and I did, and they have homes in different parts of the world. And they said, we're so restless, we can't stand any place more than 2 weeks at a time. Then they get on a jet and go to another place. Restless, fleeing. And many people flee into the lust for things. You see people just buying for the sake of buying, and there are many people that have become compulsive shoppers just as they're compulsive drinkers. Have to buy. Cannot have any money in their pocket. They have to spend it. I'll not call any names. But I'm sure some husbands here may be thinking along that line, and wives too. And then there are people that flee into the obsession of sex. It's both a fad and a passion. And today, we're filled with it, saturated with it, and getting sick of it. Many German young people were saying last summer, as quoted in the press, we're sick of it. All this freedom of expression and permissiveness. And many of them have turned to violence to find their escape. And then we flee into mysticism and occultism, like Saul, who went to the witch of Endor instead of God when he needed help. Then there's the escape into pleasure. She that liveth in pleasure is dead while she liveth. And how many people tonight are fleeing from God by trying to have a good time and living in pleasure, not knowing that you're dead toward God? We're fleeing.